Hi guys, this is for the online team. So I want to go through a few things today in regards to your programming. So I'm going to go through, number one is intensity, and then I'm going to go through something on TrueCoach that I want to touch basis on. So Intensity matters. So when you are lifting, let's give you an example. Let's say you have a back squat, okay? On its own, no other exercise. Well, you're gonna have to make sure the technique is number one, is correct. Please watch the video correctly. Number two would be making sure that you are pushing yourself hard enough within that without losing the technique. If you are supersetting it, so for example, you're doing a squat with a chest press, you would do squat and then you would take a second. I don't give exact rest times because it does matter intensity. Because some people can just do a back squat, walk straight in, start doing chest, go back to back squat. That is a sign that you're probably not putting in the intensity into the actual set itself that's high enough. You should, I take usually about 3 minutes after, so I'll usually do a back squat, maybe take a minute, then do chest, and then probably take about 2 to 3 minutes after that before I go into back squat. That does take quite long, but I am exhausted, like my central nervous system is destroyed because I'm really pushing the correct weight. So I hope that makes sense. So intensity matters. Intensity matters because it makes a difference to muscle growth, and it makes a difference to making sure you can put your performance goes in the right direction. That'd be number one. Okay, number two would be in your examples of EMOMs, for example. So let's say I'll use this program here. That is an EMOM there. So you've got EMOMs set, EMOM every minute. So you do a 1 minute, you'll finish, let's say, weighted step ups 16. Okay, and then if you finish that in 35 seconds, well, you've got 25 seconds until you start the next one, which is dumbbell thrusters. Then you take that time to do the dumbbell thrusters, which is 12. And then if you finish those in 30 seconds, you have another 30 seconds until you start the burpee. So you wait until the minute actually starts. You can just click your phone and just have a little timer ticking. You don't just do the circuit and finish the exercises. At the same time, make sure you are lifting the correct weight for those. If you finish an EMOM and you're like, that was quite good, that was all right, then you know that you need to increase the weight. Intensity is based around the weight that you're lifting, okay? So to make sure that that is correct, and you're making sure that the weight that you are doing is, number one, correct technique. Number two is making sure that you are, if you're doing the correct technique and you finish the EMOM and you're like, I could have done more there, then you know the next time you come around, and that is why we do it in that sequence of over time, is then you repeat that workout, you increase the weight, which will then increase the intensity. And these things make a difference. So I hope that's helpful to you. So make sure you follow that as a sequence, and that will make a big difference to your training.